Whoever says Boldy has played his best when he has had a speedy winger on his line, Fiala and JoJo. Which prospect has the speed to maximize Boldy's game in a couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, so this is another fun part of having like a prospect pool. It's actually legitimately fun for me to sit. So like some of the thing just to keep myself occupied really in the summer and just to kind of like, think of ideas later on. I mean, even whether it's for podcasts or just like trying to predict like who's going to fit in where is like part of the fun part of having this deep pool is like mapping out like a U23 roster, like guys in the pool that are like under 23 right now that you're projecting like 4 to 5 years. And it's always fun because like, first of all, Matt Boldy's already incredible and he's so young. So there are a few guys, like if you want to go like the speedy route, like who knows what Murat Huzadinov ends up being in terms of, is he a center, is he wing? He's like, this was the first year that he took a huge step to make me believe, even though he's so, I mean, I don't give a fuck about size, but how many 5'9" centers are there in the NHL? I don't know. But he's also shown that like whether he's center, whether he's wing, it doesn't matter. Like he just kind of does his thing and he is who he is. That's an interesting one too, where like not only is that a duo that would put up good like offensive production, but are both elite defensive forwards too. Huzadinov, bit more of a playmaker than a pure scorer. So, Boldy is kind of that dual threat. So that's always a fun option. Another kid though is Liam Ogrean, just a pure sniper. And that's one guy that we could talk about. I clipped up his first game with Farjestad.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go off. Really well.
He just started.
He played really well. Yeah.
Yeah, his season just kicked off. We'll continue with me and Mark's question after. But yeah, let's talk about Ogrean for a little bit.
Yeah, real quick. And I actually cut up about 10 minutes worth of his shifts from that first competitive kind of game with Firestone. They won 3-0. Get a really nice primary assist, but like he was all over the ice. I think he played 14, 15 minutes, 8 shot attempts, 4 on net, assist. I think he had like 70% of the expected goals when he's on the ice. Shout out Sport Contract where that's my new Instat because Instat priced us the fuck out. Jesus Christ. But he was phenomenal his first real appearance. And I mean, he was even in like a middle to bottom 6 role there, but every time he was on the ice, like even things I haven't really seen him excel at in the past where like defensively, he was a beast. He was laying the body, like super physical on the forecheck too. F1 in there winning pucks, like so many dangerous chances he was creating. So it was really exciting to see. And again, like the fact that he played as well as he did last year, now he's going to go do it in the SHL. So it's kind of a nice progression where like he was legitimately setting records in the J20 his draft year. Goes to the Allsvenskan, hurt at the beginning of the year. But once he got healthy, was immediately one of their best wingers, started scoring at a ridiculous clip, was almost at a point per game in the playoffs. Now he gets to go do the SHL. It's a really nice progression where you're thinking how he's, especially now, how he's really approached the game and how he plays and like the maturity that he has. It shouldn't take him too long to be like just about NHL ready. So that's another guy too, though, like going back to that question, I think depending on who that center is, that could be a really, I mean, it could be Eriksson Ek, dude, and that would be a legit line and like effective at both ends of the ice, can log tons of minutes. They're all big. They're capable of playing physical. Like that would be a very, very good line. We've got Boldy making plays and scoring, Eriksson Ek pissing everyone off and going net front and scoring goals that way. Liam Ogren sniping. So that's another kid that would be a good option there too. And then, getting away from the speed factor though, and I've said this before, I love the idea of a future line of Beckman, Rossi, and Boldy because they had like a couple games where they played together 2 years ago in the AHL, and holy shit, they were phenomenal. Oh, there you go. Robinson already brought it up. Dude, it was so fun to watch when those 3 were playing together. Yes, it was the AHL and whatever, but like the few games where they had shifts together, it was unbelievable. I mean, I think they had the puck the whole fucking time they were on the ice. But again, I think the good thing about Boldy is, he's played well with speedy wingers, but I think that's really just been like Fiala. And I mean, hey, he played great with Johansson, and Johansson's a speedy winger, which I'm I'd assume that they're going to be together again this year, and hopefully with Eriksson Ek. And again, that line was great when they were together.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that too. But I think Boldy can fit in with just about anybody really if you give him time to adapt
anybody but Brock Besser, because that guy does not have wheels. He ain't the fastest winger.